Just ignore it.
Okay. Or?
I know you said the time machine in the bathroom was a bad idea, but if you need to go, you should do it last week.
Okay, I get it. My daughter's moving out because she thinks I'm a loser.
I like... The civil authorities have issued a local area emergency for Los Angeles, CA, Riverside, CA, Imperial, CA, Kern, CA, Orange, CA, San Bernardino, CA, San Diego, CA, San Luis Obispo, CA, Santa Barbara, CA, and Ventura, CA, beginning at 10:30 p.m. on June 6, 2019, and ending at 4:30 a.m. on June 7, 2019. Local police departments are requesting public assistance in locating 3 missing juveniles who were last seen together in the Los Angeles area at approximately 9:23 p.m. Pacific Daylight Time and are believed to be in imminent danger. The first missing juvenile is identified as Ann Boon Chui, a 13-year-old Thai-American female, approximately 5 feet 3 inches tall, with brown shoulder-length wavy hair and brown eyes, last seen wearing a purple and white school uniform consisting of a short-sleeved shirt with a purple skirt along with yellow sneakers. The second missing juvenile is identified as Sasha Waybright, a 13-year-old Caucasian female, approximately 5 feet 4 inches tall, with long blonde hair tied in a ponytail, and blue eyes, last seen wearing a school uniform, with a dark skirt and a leather jacket. The third missing juvenile is identified as Marcy Wu, a 13-year-old Taiwanese-American female, approximately 5 feet 1 inch tall, with short black hair and brown eyes, last seen wearing a school uniform, with a dark skirt and a green hooded sweatshirt. No suspect or vehicle descriptions are available at this time, as the circumstances surrounding their disappearance remain unknown, and an abduction has not yet been confirmed. Anyone with information regarding the whereabouts of these 3 juveniles is urged to immediately contact local law enforcement, or dial 911. The following message is transmitted at the request of the California National Guard. At 3:15 p.m. Pacific Daylight Time, a massive, unprecedented hostile invasion force materialized directly over the city of Los Angeles, originating from an unknown interdimensional source and presenting an immediate, catastrophic threat to public safety. Civil authorities report that the hostile forces consist of highly advanced, heavily armed robotic drones and massive, predatory avian creatures resembling giant herons that are actively engaging ground targets and causing widespread devastation throughout the metropolitan area. Amidst the ongoing chaos, the 3 missing juveniles from the June 2019 disappearances of Ann Boon Chui, Sasha Waybright, and Marcy Wu have been located within the vicinity of the downtown area. However, authorities report that Marcy Wu is currently exhibiting extremely erratic, hostile, and anomalous behavior under the apparent influence of an unidentified, highly dangerous entity and should under no circumstances be approached. This is an extremely volatile and lethal situation, and all residents within the city of Los Angeles must immediately seek hard-shelled shelter inside a sturdy building, stay away from windows, and remain indoors until further notice. Do not attempt to evacuate via major highways or surface streets as they are currently being targeted by hostile aerial units, and clear all roadways to allow for the deployment of emergency vehicles and California National Guard elements who are actively engaging the threat. If you are in a vehicle,
Abandon it immediately for the nearest secure structure, stockpile water and non-perishable food if safe to do so, and monitor local media broadcasts or NOAA weather radio for critical updates. It is strongly advised that you not attempt to film or investigate the hostile forces as full military retaliatory measures are underway.
The civil authorities have issued a shelter-in-place warning for Los Angeles CA, beginning at 4:12 p.m. on May 16, 2020 and ending at 10:12 p.m. on May 16, 2020. Local emergency management and military command have confirmed that the hostile extraterrestrial force, openly led by a tyrannical entity identifying himself as King Andreas, has escalated defensive operations within the metropolitan area. A devastating, high-energy orbital laser strike was recently executed directly against Mount Lee, completely obliterating the historic Hollywood sign and causing massive debris fields. Be advised that these catastrophic laser attacks are unpredictable, highly destructive, and will cause immediate fatal injuries or severe casualties to anyone caught in the open. Furthermore, military intelligence has officially identified the multi-eyed mechanical entity possessing teenager Marky Wu as a hostile collective consciousness known as the Core, and this possessed individual is now operating under the tactical designation of Darcy. All citizens must remain deep inside reinforced interior rooms or underground basements. Stay completely away from windows, and secure all entry points as ground units and mechanized drones continue to sweep through residential sectors. Do not attempt to look outside or document the aerial bombardments, and maintain strict radio silence while monitoring this channel for further critical survival directives.
Sierra Control, this is Vanguard Lead. We have established a defensive perimeter on Wilshire Boulevard. Be advised, we are taking heavy civilian casualties. The sky is completely choked with, I don't even know what to call them, some kind of mechanized airborne drones. Over.
Copy, Vanguard Lead. Break. All units be advised, Washington has declared a state of emergency. You are clear to engage any hostile non-human entities. Air support is currently grounded due to anomalous atmospheric interference. How copy?
Lead. Vanguard 2-1. We've got movement coming down Grand Avenue. It's not the metal guys. It's... oh god, they look like birds. Huge white birds, 3 stories tall. They just tore through a frontline barricade.
2-1. Shift fire. Concentrate all heavy ordnance on the biological targets. Don't let them breach the intersection.
We're hitting them with everything we've got and it's barely slowing them down. Someone get some armor up here now. We are getting overrun. 2-1, report. Davis, do you copy?
2-1, report. Davis, do you copy? Say again. Sierra?
Vanguard lead, this is Sierra Control. We are tracking a secondary threat vector approaching your coordinates from the downtown sector. Visual confirmation from local feeds shows 3 juveniles at the center of the anomaly. One of them matches the description of the missing Wu teenager, but she is currently airborne and
Say again. Sierra? You're telling me a kid is doing this? What the hell are we dealing with out here?
This poses a very difficult ethical dilemma. Do I deliver the package to its rightful owner, or do I open it up and see if it contains He-Mans?
Do not open that box.
You know, Lois, physicists believe there are 2 alternate universes, one in which I don't open the box, and one in which I do. I'm not going to open the box.
The civil authorities have issued a civil danger warning for Los Angeles, CA, beginning at 5:02 p.m. on May 16, 2020 and ending at 11:02 p.m. on May 16, 2020. Local law enforcement and tactical command are advising all citizens that an extreme, high-intensity conflict is currently active in the skies and skyscrapers above the downtown sector, and all residents must absolutely stay back from the area. Ground reconnaissance confirms that teenager Ann Bunchai is actively engaging the hostile extraterrestrial monarch King Andreas in a destructive aerial battle atop a major high-rise structure. Be advised that rogue kinetic energy blasts, falling debris, and shattered structural materials are raining down across a multi-block radius, presenting a fatal hazard to anyone in the open. Concurrently, a secondary critical engagement is unfolding within the primary hostile stronghold, where teenager Sasha Waybright is attempting to neutralize the parasitic collective consciousness known as the Core to liberate Marky Wu. Tactical intelligence directly obtained via radio relay from Waybright confirms that the entity operating as Darcy has utilized a lethal energy scythe to completely sever the upper left extremity of an allied extraterrestrial combatant identified as Grime, a large, heavily built, green-skinned amphibian wearing dark armor. Widespread robotic drones and hostile biological entities continue to roam the surrounding metropolitan streets completely unrestrained. This is an extraordinarily hazardous theater of war that civilians must under no circumstances approach, view, or interfere with, and all remaining residents are strictly ordered to maintain deep subterranean shelter until military forces can confirm the neutralization of the primary threats.
Want you inside me? You don't have to say it like that. Oh, come on, we're best friends, right? Stewie, I'm not...
I am not that person anymore. You missed. Wanna bet? My connection! You fool! Do you have any idea what you've done? No!
An administrative message has been issued for Los Angeles, California, beginning at 6:15 p.m. on May 16, 2020 and ending at 12:15 a.m. on May 17, 2020. Local civil authorities and the California National Guard are officially declaring an end to the active hostile threat within the Los Angeles metropolitan area, and the previous shelter-in-place orders are now completely rescinded. Military intelligence reports that teenager Ann Boonchi has successfully defeated King Andreas, while Sasha Waybright has succeeded in liberating Marcy Wu by severing the neural connection between the core helmet and the central hive mind. Be advised that Marcy Wu has been found to be in critical condition due to a severe, previously undocumented penetrating torso wound sustained at an unknown prior date. However, current reconnaissance indicates that all three juveniles have transited back through an interdimensional gateway to permanently neutralize the remaining hostile threat at its source. Upon their definitive return to Earth, emergency medical services are fully prepared to receive and transport Marcy Wu to a specialized trauma facility for immediate treatment. Residents are safe to exit their shelters, return to their homes, and clear surface streets, though everyone is urged to remain cautious of lingering structural debris and cooperate fully with emergency personnel conducting recovery operations throughout the city.
Hi there! My name's Marshy.